I've hooked up hundreds of audio systems over the past 50 plus years, and what I just learned about a particular speaker cable termination surprised the heck out of me. I'll bet this video surprises you too. This episode is brought to you by AV Room Service, specializing in acoustic design services and products to optimize the performance of your room and equipment experience. Visit us at avroomservice.com or book a call to speak with me to see how I can help you get the most out of your room and gear. AV Room Service, the science of perfected sound. So I was recently ordering up some speaker cables for a 4-box subwoofer array for one of my clients when Roger Scoff of RS Technologies asked me how I wanted them terminated. I've always liked Spade connectors because you can cinch down on them hard with a wrench a quarter turn past finger tight, and because of their large contact surface area. There are 3 primary requirements for a quality electrical connection, which I learned from my dad, who was a top electrical engineer for Rockwell International. And these are 1, quality materials, 2, large, smooth, clean, dry contact surface areas, and 3, tight connections. Back to Roger Scoff. He told me that banana plugs have more contact area than spades. I said, "You've got to be joking." He said he was dead serious. In my mind, there was no debate. But then Roger introduced me to what is called the Z-style banana plug, also known as the dentate, also known as the BFA type banana plug. I wasn't familiar with it. How did this escape me? What are BFA banana plugs? And what does BFA stand for? BFA stands for the British Federation of Audio. BFA plugs are a type of speaker connector with a solid cylindrical shape, increasing contact area with the terminal for a more secure, stable connection than traditional banana plugs. There are more different types of banana plugs than any other type of plug I can think of. Pogo pin, 4 and 6 spring pressure leaf, numerous split leaves, locking, right angle, dual, stackable, single, set screw, multiple set screws, solder, crimp, size, shrouded, unshrouded, etc. The key characteristics of BFA plugs are, number 1, enhanced safety. Turns out the design was initially standardized for the UK for safety reasons. Regular banana plugs could be potentially inserted into European 240-volt mains power sockets. The BFA standard was developed to avoid this danger. Number 2, solid cylindrical shape to increase contact pressure. Unlike conventional spring leaf banana plugs, BFA plugs use a single cylindrical contact with a split-fingered tube, allowing it to conform better to the binding posts. BFA plugs expand outward rather than inward along the entire length when inserted, creating a tight, low-resistance connection. 3, increased contact area. The design provides a larger surface contact area, which can also offer better, more reliable electrical connection. How do they compare to standard banana plugs? The key differences lie in their design and performance. Connection mechanism. The standard banana plugs expand inward and rely on leaf springs to maintain contact, which can deform and wear over time, and offer much less contact area. BFA plugs' cylindrical design holds firmly, expanding outward along the entire tube, providing much more contact area and more consistent contact pressure for a tighter connection, which also means less prone to being loosened from vibrations, all of which means better conductivity over other types of banana plugs. Connection quality. The superior contact area and mechanical stability of BFA plugs can lead to a better long-term performance and signal transfer, especially for high-fidelity audio systems. Let's look into this further. So what about the difference in surface area between BFA and Spade connectors? Let's measure the surface area of the BFA in comparison to a large Spade.
This is just a standard 5-way binding post that we'll use. And I want you to notice that this is the large, this is the large Spade that we're going to use. And if we make this connection here, it's got a lot of wiggle room. And it really is only making good contact here and up here, and then on part of the post, and on the Spade itself, just part of the leg and this inside area here. And there's this type, which again is large, but then has a smaller area, and this works really well. But we're not making any contact in all this area here. It's completely wasted. And then this type also has this connection too, which again is, another thing that is going to hurt signal integrity. Okay, so first up, we'll measure the Spade. I've got a little custom EVP plate underneath so I can feel things. You'll see in a minute. So we're going to square this up, mark that, and then the other side, line that up, mark that. And then we actually do have a little bit of contact down here where it makes contact with the post and part of the top and bottom of the terminal. And now, line this up so I can feel the hard edge. I'm going to measure this, and I'm just going to go from where the serrated, I'll call it, edge is, and measure the circumference. So super scientific here. So I can feel that detent right there. Square it up, mark the middle of it, and then roll it carefully. Until I've got the detent on the other side. About right there. And oh my gosh, look at that. So let's measure that. So with the Spade, we've got roughly just roughly 8 millimeters, I'll say, because we got this little piece down here. And with this BFA connector, we've got about 18 millimeters. That's a significant difference there. So I'm impressed. Blew my mind.
Now let's see how tight the connection is by measuring the pull force or tension force of various banana plugs using a common 5-way binding post.
So now with the 5-way binding post, let's measure the pull strength of various banana plugs. This one's especially long, so it doesn't fit into this typical 5-way binding post all the way, but still gets to the point. We'll slip this in here. Let's take this off. There, that's much better. And then we're going to attach it to this fancy fish gauge. Super scientific. Okay, here we go. So that was about a pound. All right, that's that one. And we'll try this guy. Okay, now we'll measure this split leaf type. Oh, and it just slips right out. Now we'll measure the BFA. Tell you, it goes in much harder. And again, it's bottomed out. Yep. Okay. Okay, about 5 pounds. Significantly more tension.
Nothing's going to beat a Spade regarding tightness. Speak-on connectors are certainly the most secure, but the BFA beats surface area contact over Spade with nearly twice the area, which was a surprise to me. Roger of RSX points out the following. Number 1, the Z-type banana is very strong and very tight and provides a contact patch equal to the length of the inserted part. Time pretty close to 340 degrees or more of circumference, much more than the Spade. Number 2, it can be inserted and taken out many times. Number 3, with the RSX BFA, the signal goes from gold to brass to gold for mounting screw part, then through gold to phosphor bronze to gold for the actual banana, and then to the banana jack it's plugged into. And number 4, the Spade is heavier, meaning more mass, meaning more self-inductance to interfere with the signal. And number 5, although the carbon fiber trim shell is pretty, the carbon fiber is purely decorative and serves no performance-related function in any electrical application. It is just an added in-circuit mass. For the ultimate in performance, just throw the shells away and use only the actual functioning parts. Note that the RSX Spade weighs 19 grams, the RSX BFA with shell 12 grams, and without 6 grams. So in conclusion, the split tube mechanism is a clever design that leverages compression and metal elasticity to create a connection that is both electrically superior and mechanically more secure than the standard springly banana plug. The design offers consistent long-term performance and reliability over lower cost and varying quality of the traditional banana plugs. So with egg on my face, I say that I have proven to myself that BFA type connectors offer more surface contact area than Spade connectors. However, I still like the ability to cinch down on Spades for a tighter connection. In addition, Spades allow you to separate the positive and negative terminations more, which is something I learned from my days at MIT. In either case, I prefer the wire terminations to be gas tight, properly compressed crimp, or soldered, rather than screw terminal type. In my mind at this point, there's no clear-cut winner between Spade and BFA. Different scenarios, metallurgy of terminations, electromagnetic fields of cables, sizes, fits, etc. call for different needs. But I certainly won't diss banana plugs anymore, so long as they're the quality BFA type. They are a quick and secure connection that will offer good signal integrity due to their larger than Spade contact surface area, typically low self-inductance, and quality compression fit. I was surprisingly impressed to learn about BFA connectors and will consider using them now on every job. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and if you would like to see more, click here or here. And don't forget to go to avroomservice.com to see how we can help you make the most of your listening experience.